So this is going to be an unscripted video. I'm going to be going over all of Mr. Cognito's videos and ranking them in a tiered list. So let's just get started. The first is, why is there 24 hours in a day? This video is one of the earlier ones, and the quality wasn't really there yet, but I think the information was interesting. It explained it quite well, but I don't know. I mean, it's definitely something that's worth talking about, but that's not the kind of thing that I'd get excited about. So I'd say this is a C tier video. The next is, are there second world countries? And this is the kind of thing that I used to joke about, like oh, it's second world country and all that. So it's actually, I liked seeing the explanation of it, whether it would exist or not. And it's kind of like a meme video, I think. I'd say it's still C, but it's better than why is there 24 hours in a day? Oh yeah, the adiabatic lapse rate. The production of this video was really good, but the information was just kind of boring. You know, I didn't really care about what was going on there. I don't think I could even remember what the video is about exactly. Like, I couldn't explain to you what it means after having seen it. So I think for that reason it's still C tier, but I think it's the best in C tier so far. So now this is Escape Alcatraz, and this video is going to represent the whole thing, like just not just, you know, it's not just one video, but this just is a stand-in for it. And this might be the greatest video that Mr. Cognito has produced, the best Mr. Cognito content. So it's definitely going in S tier. You know, but we'll see if there's any better videos. I don't know yet. So this video, where are the aliens? Do aliens exist? Science says they should, or whatever. I felt that it didn't really come to an actual conclusion. Like, the title kind of implies that the stance is more concrete than it actually is in the video, and I felt like these concepts were too complicated for one video. The presentation is pretty good, but I don't know if it's B tier or C tier. We'll put it in B tier for now. This is what is anal personality. Personally, I don't really like Freud that much. Like, whenever I hear stuff about him, I'm just like, oh, that sounds stupid. He's definitely important in the history of psychology, so it's worth talking about him. I feel like, you know, I don't really like those kind of videos that talk about Freud or whatever. I put this in C tier at the end there. Also the thumbnail, I don't like it. Etymology of the word awesome. So this video, I don't really care about the word awesome that much. I don't really like it, you know, I don't want to hear about awesome. The video is fine. It's kind of old. I think it's not very good, but it's not like F tier, it's a D tier. So this one is the meaning behind Mr. Cognito. So the meaning behind Mr. Cognito, I'm sure this video is a real fan pleaser. It's service for the fans of Mr. Cognito. They want to know what the name means and everything. For that reason, I just think it's not, you know, it's at least C tier. It's probably better than this one. Okay, 2018 in review. I thought this video was going to be kind of like a bad video where it just says some nonsense, but it's actually really wholesome and there's some effort put into it. The only problem I have is I don't think the best comment is the actual best comment. There's some better comments that were posted on Mr. Cognito that were pretty funny that didn't make it in this video, so that's unfortunate. I think it's B tier. Okay, coastal processes explained. This is another video where the information just goes like in one ear and out the other because I don't even care. But the presentation was pretty good. Not much more to say about this one, but it's not C tier, it's B tier. End of coins. I mean, this one, I really don't have anything to say about this. I'll just put it, I think it's probably there. Okay, why is it colder at higher altitudes? This is in the same vein as the abiatic whatever and coastlines. Like, it's interesting a bit, but it's kind of like, I don't really want to know about geography, like theology or whatever this would be, geography, I don't know. But I think it's probably here. Okay, Mars, the communist planet. I have to check which one this is because there's two of them. Okay, this is the old one. I think this is our first F tier video. I don't know if it's my idea or not, but I think I definitely was involved in this somewhat. It's kind of like a joke video. It's not really, doesn't make that much sense in my opinion. Next is the countries on Mars. So I think this is kind of like, when you're speculating about this, it'd only be relevant pretty far in the future because there'd be no reason someone would want to cut ties with Earth if they live on Mars for at least for the first few hundred years, because they're just like, they're not independent enough. There'd be no reason to do that. It'd just be stupid. I think it's kind of like a stupid premise for a video. And I'd say it's down here, but it's better than actually this is down here. So yeah, I'd say it's actually that's the new situation there. So yeah, how credit card companies make money. This is a lot of, I thought like I already knew everything, but it got in some more detail that I didn't really consider. So I think it's pretty good. I put it, actually this goes here too. This is how I'd order it. Where does do come from? Boring. I tried to speak Dutch, 1,000 subscriber special or whatever. This is endorsed by a Dutch person I know that she said it was hilarious. You know, I'm gonna say it's a very memey video, but I'll put it in B tier. Okay, so this might be another S tier video. Of course, that's probably because I was involved on it. And if you're watching my channel, you know how great I am at video making. And I'd say this is S tier. It's has a great script. It's informative and kind of opinionative, and it elaborates on the previous ethics versus morals videos. It's like a remastering of the ethics versus morals series. I don't even remember if the first one or the second one was better, but it's F tier. It's a terrible video, and I don't even know if I agree with the conclusion. You know, it's a bit oversimplified, maybe, even though it's a two-part video. Okay, this is a fake counterfeit money scam. So this is a pretty cool video. It's part of the scam series on Mr. Cognito. I definitely learned something. I had no idea this was a scam that existed. I'd say this is B tier. It goes like there. Okay, what would happen if you travel faster than light? This is, I was going to say right off the bat, this is A tier. You know, it's some pretty great presentation. It's an interesting idea. Mr. Cognito has told me. I don't know if he said it was the best video, but it was like a great video to show people. It was his magnum opus or whatever. Where does fog come from? This is the same category of all those other videos. They're all kind of like the same thing. I like this one better than the do one, so it goes there. So double down. Oh yeah, that's the gambler's fallacy. Like, I mean, I think like a lot of people already know about the gambler's fallacy, but you know, that's not really a strike against the video per se, but yeah, I'd say it's B tier. It doesn't really get me excited, but it was a pretty well-made video. Oh, was gerrymandering? Okay, I'll put that in D tier. I'm pretty sure CGP Grey already covered gerrymandering, and there might have been some kind of rationale in making this video, like, oh, we missed something or something like that. But I just thought it was kind of meh. You know, it's not great in the grand scheme of Mr. Cognito. So this video is why there's so many things named after gods, and it's something I never really thought about until I saw the video, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. There are so many things named after gods. So I think for that reason alone, it's elevated beyond C tier to B tier, and it's there. You know, it's pretty. I like it. Oh yeah, this is Canadian spellings, and they're just different spellings in different countries, and you know, it's something everyone knows about. It kind of knows part of the story behind, but it's interesting to see more details about it. I'd say it's probably there. Oh yeah, which continent is Hawaii in? I really like these kind of pedantic videos where, you know, they just talk about something that's technically correct, but it just makes no sense in terms of like common sense of how people would approach things. So that's kind of great. I put it in B tier. I put it right here. Okay, this is the history toilet paper video. Mr. Cognito loves this thumbnail, but I think I don't really like it. I don't know, I might have said I liked it at one point. Maybe I changed my mind or I was lying, I don't really remember. Other than that, it's a pretty good video. There's a lot of good information in it, and some stuff I was like, oh, I hope he includes that, and he did. So, you know, actually, I think this is an A tier video. It's not as good as Faster Than Light, but it's alright, it's pretty good. Okay, and now next is Karl Marx. I think you can tell, like, even if I didn't know, I think I'd be able to tell that this was made for a school project. I feel like, you know, history of Karl Marx is worth talking about Karl Marx. I don't really like the thumbnail. It's silly. I don't know. I like silly stuff, but I don't like this. I'd say it's probably it's the top of C tier. You know, it's almost B tier. This is Kohlberg's Stages of Morality. Like, I thought it was a good video, but I don't know if I agree with this Kohlberg guy. Like, I think it seems kind of reductive or something to describe morality this way. So I put it here. Okay, here's a good video. The title is a bit, I don't know, it's like a bit I don't know if pretentious is the right word. I guess it's like self-important is the title, but otherwise it's a great video. It's definitely an A tier. It might actually, I think it's S tier. It's right at the end of S tier. You know, on the brink of A tier and S tier. Okay, so this one is the life expectancy lie, and this is a pretty straightforward thing that I think like a lot of people already know, but you know, it's alright. It's an intriguing thumbnail. I put it, I think it's at the top of C tier. So why is there no lunar base? That's a nice video. The thumbnail is a bit meh. It's probably still C tier, but it's better than the. Actually, it's probably, I think it's there. Actually, I think this is here. So it's the Man in the Moon video. I think this was actually featured in the Ethics versus Morals video, the new one, and it's, you know, it's pretty good. I put it right there. So this one is the original Mars Communist Planet video. No, it's the new one actually. I think it's like I like it for the meme, but if I want to rate it more objectively, I'd have to put it, I think, at the top of D tier. Wait, no. Countries on Mars is better. Monarchy versus dictatorship. I feel like the problem with this video is that it didn't really come to an actual conclusion. Like I'm not, after watching this video, I'm not convinced that there is an actual difference between the two, which is kind of a problem. So I put it here. So this one, okay, this is instant S tier. There's a reason this video is so famous, and it's because it's pretty good. You know, it's like a bunch of, anything that gets like a bunch of Dutch people mad about it, you know, it's got to be good if that happens. So it's definitely S tier. So this is how do they know Pangea existed? This is another thing where I never really thought about it until I saw the video, and I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. So I think it's B tier. Okay, this video, I kind of hate this video. I think the conclusion is, I don't even know if I'd say it's pedantic, but it's kind of considering things that are actually irrelevant to, you know, define it. You know, you're really the definition there, and it's kind of stupid. So I think it's D tier. Actually, okay, this goes there. The Ponzi scheme. Not much to say about this one, but I think it goes there. Okay, this is the same with other Freud video, but this one's better than the other one. I don't really want to talk about this video because I worked on it, and I think if I were to watch it again, I'd be like, oh, this is terrible. So I'm just going to put an F tier. I'll put it there. Okay, this is 3 types of rainfall. I've already talked about this type of video. You know, it's not what I come to Mr. Cognito for, but I can understand why people would like this stuff. I think it's one of the better ones. I like it better than, probably put it there. Why isn't Rhode Island an island? I like this video. I think it's an actual interesting thing. I don't even know if it's still, I don't think it's still up on the channel, but I'd still actually put it in C tier. Okay, this is another, this is an A tier video, I think. You know, it's even though it's like the one I just, like the rainfall one, similar sort of deal, I still think it's a really good video. Okay, this is 5 school life hacks. I don't even need a second to think about that one. It's an F tier. What is science? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just kind of a bad idea for a video. Who invented the second? I think it's I'm gonna put a few of these in B tier because I feel like there's too many things in C tier. Yeah, okay. So I love this video. It's about, you know, it's about a thing that, you know, it's kind of pedantic in a way that I like saying, you know, it doesn't actually make sense, something everyone thinks. So I love that sort of thing. This one is pretty good. It's kind of in the scam series, but maybe loosely. It's probably B tier at least. What is socialism? Just don't like that. Oh, it's probably there. This is the sociopath video. It's you know, it's an interesting way to go about it. Where you're actually, you know, giving people this recipe if they want to do it themselves. So I think that's, you know, I think that's like an interesting way to go about it. So I put that in B tier. So okay, well, I don't actually care about Star Wars that much or the Civil War. You know, like if I knew about the Civil War already, you know, if I was more familiar with Star Wars, probably a better video for me. But just on my personal opinion, it's probably in C tier. This is the big money making video from Mr. Cognito. And, you know, it's pretty good. Mr. Cognito himself has certain issues with the video that I kind of agree with, but I think he's kind of too harsh on it. I think it's like mid B tier. Okay, we're almost done here actually. Is Russia part of America? This is another one like the Hawaii video. It's basically the same thing. I'd say it's not as good. This is umpire versus referee. It's not F tier, but it's kind of it does, you know, it's, if I remember correctly, the conclusion is that they're the same thing, and that's kind of like a silly video in that case. I like this video. I'd say it's better than the aliens video. Also, I think this is better than that, and actually this is that goes there. Okay. So Vietnam is alright. Like I thought it was going to be stupid, but it's kind of made sense. I mean, I'm still have more questions coming out of the video that wasn't really addressed, but you know, it's alright. It's probably yeah. West Virginia should not exist. I think this is trying to make the Netherlands is not a country, and it doesn't really succeed at being as good. But you know, I still like it. It's B tier. Okay, welcome to Mr. Cognito. It's like 47 seconds. I think he references the countries on Mars video, which is a bit weird to me because I didn't really like that video. But you know, I'd say it's there. It's I love this video. It's kind of inspired me to make a video why West should be up, but I haven't made it yet. I don't know if I'll ever make it actually. Okay, Wikipedia, truth or lies. It's not D tier, but it's set like at the bottom of C tier. I think it kind of doesn't address certain things, and it kind of presents Wikipedia in such a way that makes it seem less biased than it actually is. So, whatever. Why is it always windy at the beach? I'd say it's behind the Do video. This is actually that goes there. Okay, yeah, I think that's it. I think I'm pretty satisfied with this ranking. I think if you look at this, most Mr. Cognito videos are B tier and there's a lot of C tier, but there are quite a bit of A tier and S tier. Like I'd say, there's more S tier videos than would be on my channel. So I'd say, you know, good job, Mr. Cognito. I think after this, I can kind of say that the good kind of Mr. Cognito video is kind of unexpected, you know, like this. Like I'd say a bunch of these are kind of, you're not expecting it. But you can also make a mundane video that's produced pretty well, and then that's makes it interesting too. So yeah, good production is important here. That's pretty obvious. I think if you make people mad, that makes a good video. Or if you're like, oh, society is wrong about something, you know, get them worked up about it. And that's my advice to Mr. Cognito, I guess. I hope you enjoyed this analysis of this channel, and I hope it wasn't too boring.